Hey there, and welcome back to the demo of Monster Train 2. I've been playing a bit of Monster Train 1 still in order to make sure that I don't completely get rusty on it. And the thing that trips me up the most in that game is the fact that you go a different direction on the map. Every time in Monster Train 1 that I'm now going to the next ring, I'm immediately just like trying to click on the top of the screen to go to the next battle, and I'm just so confused. I'm like, what's happening? Why can't I go to the next combat? Oh, right. Obviously, we're traveling down in hell and we're traveling up in heaven. That's actually the thing that messes me up the most. Beyond that, I mean, just numerically, everything is so different. And it's hard for me to enjoy Monster Train 1 now that we have Monster Train 2. It really feels, I mean, it does feel like a standalone game, right? Obviously, you've got different clans, you've got some different mechanics, but pretty much everything in Monster Train 2 feels like a genuine improvement. It's like a refinement of the formula is the way that I seem to be thinking about it. And with that in mind, man, it's hard not to want to just play Monster Train 2 some more. I'm glad we don't have to wait very long. We have a May 21st release date. That's just over a month away. Feels good. I'm glad that it's not too far out because I really want to play the full game. It is a lot that we haven't seen. There's a lot that I'm very excited about. We haven't even seen the other clans yet in the streams, right? They've only shown off the exile. They don't call them exiles anymore. The alternative champions for Banished and Pyreborne, Talos and Gilda respectively. And so we've seen them off. They look cool. I want to try them. I want to play them. I think that they stand as a good testament to some of the things we've talked about. So things like, why are there so many units in Banished that don't want to move around? Well, it's because the other starter doesn't have free movement in it, right? Things like that. So, shift-based units are a lot less effective when you don't have Just Cause. Now, there's some other things that could play into it that Talos has, as far as I can see from the streams anyway, but, regardless, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. And then, of course, the whelps that I've been complaining about for, I feel like it feels like ages, they have a champion that is sort of themed around them a little bit, and that helps out. That's Gilda. So, it's, with that in mind, I think it makes some sense. I don't know if whelps are ever going to be as good as imps were, because they just perform differently. They do different things. They're ability based, it looks like, whereas imps are summon trigger based. So that's interesting. We'll see, all right? We'll have to see. But there's also been a lot of changes I'm interested in getting a demo patch for. We haven't seen them. Or we have seen them, but we haven't seen them in play, rather, is what I mean. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of interesting, exciting things coming up for the game. It's going to be a great year for roguelike deck builders just in general. We've got this, and then I assume that Monster Train 2 comes out based on the fact that we have the date for it means it's going to come out before Slay the Spire 2, which is good for Monster Train 2 in my opinion, but it's also good for me, right? Because I'm going to be playing both games. I like them both, and I'd like to cover them both. I hope that Slay the Spire 2 kind of solves I want to be hopeful about it, right? I'm hoping that it solves my issues with the first game. First game is very good, but runs are simply too long. I think that they just don't respect the player's time nearly enough, especially if you're playing in an analytical way. It can take way too long to complete a run. In my personal games, I'm playing Slay the Spire runs for like 4 hours each? It's just so much. I mean, and that's the level of thought you have to put into it in order to win a run, at least at A20 heart. And it's just, I mean, you can't blitz it and hope to get lucky, right? There's too many decision points. I think that game needs a big refinement. I think it did a great thing for the genre. I love the game. I enjoy playing it. But let me tell you, I like playing Monster Train more. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. But one of them, the biggest one in my opinion, is actually just that respecting of players' time. It doesn't take a billion hours to play a run of Monster Train. 1 or 2. They're pretty comparable to one another. So with that in mind, I mean, there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that Slay the Spire 2 is awesome and that it solves some of my issues with the genre. I'd love to be able to play, I don't know, a couple different games for y'all on the channel, especially if they're popular games. That would be very cool. So I have a strong sensation that Slay the Spire 2 is going to be pretty popular, right? So I'm expecting that, hopefully, at least it doesn't perform like Darkest Dungeon 2 or something like that, and it does better than that. That would be great. So anyway, we're playing Monster Train 2, the demo today. Do you think Slay the Spire 2 is going to have a demo? I know it's going into early access, but, I don't know. I kind of prefer the demo approach that Shiny Shoe has taken here rather than the, rather than an early access approach. I don't know. It's interesting because, right, they're completely different models. I think they both can be appropriate, but I do think Slay the Spire 1's early access felt too long in the tooth. Like, it went on for too long, right? And we only ended up getting, what, like 4 clans? They're not clans before units out of it? I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, we'll see. I don't have strong opinions, but I'm interested in your thoughts. So, our previous run was Pyreborne, so we're going to play some Fel today. Hell yeah. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll just mention real quickly, I do have a Discord server. This has been helpful to mention. People have been joining. I love that. More people to chat with. If you're interested in those things on the main channel, you go down the information. Bam, there's a link. Incredible. Come say hi. Tell me I suck. It's all good. And let's play some Monster Train 2. Here we go. Clicking the button. Hiya. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just peachy. I don't have too terribly much to report. I'm reporting this in the morning, so I have just woken up, but I did my ceremonial Monster Train 1 mobile game before this, so I should be fresh. I doubt I'm going to throw, but you never know, I guess. I haven't lost one of these Monster Train 2 demo runs yet, but that's just kind of Covenant 1 stuff is my general thoughts on that. There's a lot of things that I'm expecting the game to just ramp up and become significantly more difficult on. Did we figure out how many Covenant ranks there were? Someone I think told me about this. I didn't watch the streams fully, so maybe they said that. But anyway, however many there are, it's going to be a lot harder, so. Anyway, we have the normal bosses, nothing too remarkable here. We have Heart of the Pact is what we randomed into, very cool. Our starting cards are all units. We have Upbeat Warbler, Snotty Whelp, and Demonic Fledgling. An interesting mix. Certainly not, I wouldn't say this is the strongest opener, but I don't hate it. One of the things that's interesting about this is it means they all remove from my deck. So my deck is actually pretty slim once we get to the point of playing all this stuff. But it's going to be hard to remove all these units, so things like Soldier of Fortune are going to be worse here. So I suppose we'll see. Alright, let's rock. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Capricious Reflection in my opener. Of course I clicked this. The other one is just you get 10 armor on equip, which is fine, but I don't know. Not that exciting. Now, this is a decision point that I think is going to make sense for the main game, right? My thought process being, when you start with a Demonic Fledgling or a Backliner that seems like more dedicated in this sense, having Vanguardian up front makes a lot of sense. Now, Savior, of course, is fine, but I think the way you play Savior is you want to start with Unchained, right? I can't look at the logbook. I think it goes up to 15 armor on rank 3, which is fine, right? But this would be more if I was starting with a shift line. I mean, obviously Fledgling can go either way, right? But I think we'll do better with a Vanguardian line here. So let's click that. I think this will perform better overall. But we'll see, I suppose. I think Vanguardian gets talked down on by a lot of folks, but at the same time, I actually think it's pretty good. I'm a fan of it overall. We can slot in the Warbler. I don't know if I want that. The Revenge trigger is important, so let's actually play the Whelp here, I guess. Put the Whelp in. I will, I guess, shift here. Will I? I don't know. That rage is going to tick down. It doesn't matter. We can just keep going. It's fine. Like in a case like this, I think it makes sense to do some quick shifting. Sure, Heart of the Pact activates. I'll be honest, I don't actually give Heart of the Pact too much. Breathe some fire here. I don't give Heart of the Pact too much attention. If I get it, I get it. But like, I think it's correct to put down the Spear Steward here. I don't think I need to play Firestarter. So should I play Firestarter to offset this? Actually, in this particular case, I think we're okay, because using an ability from a clan does count as using the clan, so we are drawing 5 regardless. But I mean, like, there's a lot of turns where I'm not going to be thinking about this. So in this case, we're going to go Just Cause twice. I'm going to pop the guy in the back. Looking good. We get that Heart of the Pact. Decent. We should crush this combat, no fears. Yeah, like in this case, we're never really at risk here. We always get that +1. Early game, this makes a lot of sense. Offsets that -1 pretty comfortably. Breathe fire on this guy. It's all good. See, that ability counts for Heart of the Pact, which is very interesting. So, oops, don't undo. I'm glad that they made that a long press, because it's so close to the button that I always am going to click it. Windblade is functional here, but I like the -1 selfless sacrifice. We always want damage shield walking into savagery. This is just a very efficient one, so we'll take it. Spell Chain Alchemy. I guess that's fine. It's gonna be it's very expensive, but we could make it work, right? As opposed to Large Stone Snotty Whelp. I mean, I'll take it. Even if I only play it once, it's fine. Now the question is, do I want a Pyreborne banner? Maybe, right? Because we can play another unit like a Magma Cultist or a Miser, I suppose, in the back. So there's that. There's no Banished banner that really fits here, other than obviously taking like a Firebrand. I would take a Hot Head from the Pyreborne banner as well. I do think we could take, let's see, Dualism, Multi-Strike. If we see a Hot Head, then a Large Stone or Titanite's pretty flexible. If we go left, it's what, a -1. I don't have a good holdover target. I would take an Intrinsic on Selfless Sacrifice. So I think we have a stronger Steel Shop here. We'll go check it out. We do see the Multi-Strike. That's incredible news. We get a, ooh, interesting, a Dualism Magma Mauler in my Capricious role is pretty good. Alternatively, a +20 Miser is also pretty good. Oof, this Magma Mauler, I could give him the Multi-Strike and he's hitting, what, 2 times with 16 Pyre Gel? It's pretty good. I'm going to grab him. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And then we do this, and he's loaded now, and we can just hard pivot off of the Fledgling entirely. Yeah, that's great. Endless? I don't think so. I think we just chill here, right? We don't need to do anything else. It was a really crazy dualism roll there. I'm a huge fan of that. Dualism on a guy that actually benefits from it. I think dualism is actually kind of risky in the Capricious Reflection pool, right? Because I've noticed you can put dualism on things that don't actually benefit from dualism. And I think the reason they allow that is because there's the chance that you want to put something else on it eventually, and with that in mind, they let you do it. Now that does cause some problems. Like, this is a great example. I would rather use Just Cause here than a Firestarter, but I think I am going to click this Firestarter just for the +1 draw. We're going to pop that Moneymaker there. Like, I'm not going to play Warbler here, right? Warbler is not correct, even if he's +1 draw here. So this is like an example of, I didn't trigger Heart of the Pact there, right? So I don't think it's always a gimme that you'll get it. Nice, we do actually get the kill upstairs. I'm going to go ahead and play the Alchemy, even though I can't play the Spell Chain copy. I think it's fine. Yeah. Love that multi-hit there. That was pretty sick. Getting some hits in. I do want to play the Just Cause up here, try to offset some of that. I want to try to kill this guy in the back here. on the bottom. Yeah, we should be good now. Generating a truckload of Pyre gel. Just truly impressive amounts here. I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to put the fire starter in front. I think it's right, actually. We'll get more value out of that. We should crush this dude, right? We just go bam, breathe fire on him, and then we kill the guy in the back here, right? And then we put the other guy down, and then breathe more fire on him. Here's some damage shield. Clean. Okay, cool. Yeah, 70 Pyre gel there. This guy's attack sequence is very powerful. Holdover divinity. Okay, don't think that's true. I don't think I want that. I wouldn't have taken this card here anyway. It's a little expensive. I'd rather spend my Ember elsewhere, I think. Although I don't mind. High Valor pickups for Vanguardian are useful. I'm going to grab Challenge. It's permafrosted. This seems flexible. I like it. Another Spell Chain Alchemy. Multi-strike Snotty Whelp. I'm actually just going to take Remove Consume Pyre Cask here. This is a pretty good pickup. We will save our 2 Horde. Now what? There's a strong argument for a Merchant of Arms. I do think we waste the Pyre remains. I could look at a Banished banner, I guess. The Magic Shop's probably good. We'll take it. I should look at one of these sometime. Remove Consume on the Alchemy. Fascinating. It's extremely expensive. 6 Ember for this. Is that ever playable? Maybe not. I could remove Consume the Selfless Sacrifice. This just having -1 is pretty tasty, right? I actually think the better play here for 4 Ember is putting the -1 in the Alchemy and then putting the Remove Consume on Selfless Sacrifice. We need this solved anyway. It's 20 Consume. Actually, is there a reroll here that I want to consider? Don't think so. So I think the play is we 20 Consume a Fire Starter. I will spin just for the -2 Consume on Pyre Cask, which comfortably gets it to free. And then I don't need this +10. We're going to save our cash. Banished Banner says, oh, buddy, Dualism Avenger is great. That's great. We're going to take him. Okay, sure. Another good roll. Graft a random equipment on a unit. Yeah, send it, brother. What do I get today? What did I roll? Equalizing rings. So this is the one that makes it so my attack is equal my health. So that's not very good. The other downside is it means that he doesn't benefit from Valor. So that's... we'll call that a net loss. That's a bummer. Huh. Maybe that event sucks, secretly. I'm interested in people's thoughts on that. That feels kind of bad, right? That feels like a net nerf. Because even though it does increase the damage initially, I mean, that hurts a lot. I guess we could play Fel separately and give up our scaling, go with like Avenger into this, right? That works, and then Fel can live, I guess, on another floor. I'll try this, right? It's a lot of damage we just pushed. Wow. So we will give this floor, I think... I will give this floor the quick. I think it benefits from it. We're going to pop a guy downstairs. That's fine, right? I think that's hundreds of damage we just pushed there. That's massive, actually. Right, I mean, I think I dropped the Warbler upstairs. That feels pretty decent. And then we're going to keep our Valor generation up there. Seems good. Yeah, I think this is a decent approach. I'm going to breathe fire on the frontline guy here just because I do think we need the help at the beginning here. You're not dead, are you? You are kind of dead. How do we feel about this floor here living? I think I want to keep her alive a little longer. We don't have 4 Ember, so I can never play the second Alchemy, so I'll at least get a 4th one out here. It's fine. This gives up the Ephemeral copy. I have to take What is it? I absolutely need to take Ember here. 100%. 4/4. I can't save her. No, unfortunate. I guess we'll play the other Whelp here, though. That's fine. And then we will take Just Cause. I need to keep my floor from dying. The interesting thing about Quick here is it means I don't really use the melee weakness very well, but yeah, it's hard to say. I guess I could have maybe better used this, because the armor would have been equivalent here. There's a better turn here, right? There's a much better turn here. Hold up. You want to pull forward, then we spin it around, right? This is just a significantly better turn. Yeah. So, that's fine. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't let my guys die like this. This is no bueno. Now, so I could save him by pulling forward like this. If I sacrifice you, it doesn't change anything. We take 6 damage. I think I prefer this. I'm gonna be honest, I think I prefer this. I would like to preserve my friend. Or, yeah, see, I want to preserve this here. He's coming out net positive on the floor. That's great. Do I want Warbler? I think we win Relentless. I think hitting this backline doesn't do anything. Let's put the Warbler in. I think he's good, right? We just punch through stuff. Yeah, okay. We get it. There's a lot of damage here. I'm doing 67s with my hits. Punch, punch. It's just huge. So I feel decent about this. Okay. Blood-Soaked Arena is probably going to be very helpful for this run. We will take it. I like that a lot. Incant Armor 2, Magma Cultist. Interesting. Fascinating. Sure. Right? Sure. I'll take Ember here. I already decided I wanted it. For select one of 3. Now, I can generate 4 here. I'd like to dupe this and hope that I see... Yeah, okay, so the Merchant of Arms is pretty tasty. Oh, wait, the wrong floor. Wrong floor. Trinket Shop's coming up. Can't afford much at the Trinket Shop, unfortunately, 320. I mean, they made trinkets cheaper. I think it's Steel Shop here. Let's go ahead and loot this, actually. I think we can get some value here. Yeah, that's actually huge. The Flaming Talons are a lot of value. Although, Dragonstone... No, I don't need to. We'll Flaming Talons this. I want to get the damage bonus. Then we're going to go left. We get our health back, so I don't feel bad about that. We're going to look at this shop. Large stone. Could just make him giant. I kind of like him not being giant. What's here, right? Okay, I was going to say there's no chance of a... What's his name? Hothead. Hothead. Yeah, no chance of a Hothead, so we re-roll this, and we hope for good. Great, in fact. So, Multi-Strike is not it, but I want the Titanite on Avenger here. That's really good. This Multi-Strike, I mean, it could just be on Magma Cultist, right? This is fine. I don't get the dualism on him, but I'm okay with that. We can put him in the middle. Sure, he procs the Pyre Gel very well by doing this, so I think this is actually pretty decent. We'll take it. The dupe here is, you guessed it, Alchemy. For sure. I have the Ember to play it now? Yes. This is important for our scaling. And now here it's like... I don't know. Do we hard pivot? Thing is, she's not going on the floor, right? She's on her own La La Land, so I guess we'll give her Vanguardian too. She goes and lives with Demonic Fledgling. We didn't get the Ascend card. This actually, interestingly enough, looks like one of the more difficult runs we might have to face here. So, we'll see. This is definitely an Avenger. Man, it's such an expensive floor. What? It looks decent, but dang, what an expensive floor. I'd love to get her on the floor. I don't think it's going to be possible, though. This is 1 damage to Pyre gels, so I will get the kill. Great. Yeah, there's a lot here. It's tough. So this is a good example of I should just play Alchemy for the full 4. Right? The only alternative here would be to play the Blood-Soaked Arena and pop the guy downstairs. This is maybe a little greedy, but I think we want to do it. Get that in there. I think that should be good. This mid-floor looking spicy. Breathe Fire, we at least kill a guy. I can greed for this Collector, which is extremely funny to me. Right? We get it. It works, I suppose. I want damage reduction upstairs. So, alright, mid-floor killing that guy is great. I want to take some damage. I'm not going to draw this in time, I think, otherwise. So I think we do need to just play this Alchemy and take the Pyre damage here. Yes, I think we need to. It's a bit of a bummer, but I think it's fine. We're doing enough damage to clear the waves at least, which is promising. Big fan of that. Cool. Yeah, big fan of this. I actually think the floor is better without the... what's it called? Without the quick on it. So... mid-floor is not ideal. Not a big fan of it. I'm going to let him hit me here, and then I'm going to pop the guy downstairs. If we get a single fire starter, we can get rid of it now. Great. We can pop him now. Good. I will breathe fire on this lady, and then we'll stop some incoming Pyre damage. Should be okay. I mean, we're doing like hundreds of damage here all the same, so even with the slays, it doesn't really matter to me. We crush this. Great news. Good. Great. Just absolutely pummel this thing into the dirt. So that's good. We managed to take 6 damage. We get full 8 here, which is huge. I tell you what, I'm going to take this Spell Chain Benediction, but this is not what we wanted. Everlasting Light is... you know, I hate this card. I don't think this card is good. And the interesting thing about it, in my opinion, is that you basically evaluate this on, is Valor 7 a good card to play for 1 Ember? And I think the answer is yes, but there are much better equipment I'd rather use. I'm going to take the Benediction here. Soul Smelter. I don't actually think Soul Smelter is good here. Believe it or not, it's expensive. I don't want to play it. And I already hit 8 as long as I play both of my alchemies. So, whatever. Stuck up whelp. Could earn me some money, but I don't think I care. Pyroclasm. I like this card. Just in general. At 3 Ember, it's a lot more attractive. I'll take it. Sure. We will loot. Give me the goods. Hellfire Bellows is extremely strong. But we also, I want to call out, Medallion of Superiority remains one of my favorites. Just a +6/+6 to my main floor is really good. Just really good. But I think the Bellows wins it here. I love all these relics. So Wanderer's Talisman's great, but we don't benefit from it here. I'm playing wide floors, fine. Crown of the Eternal. Fell's going to take hits. I like Radiant Arms, though, because it immediately, I think, the Graft auto-equips, right? So I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, so equipment grafted to their body. I don't think it says it. I don't know if it triggers equip. I'm going to take Radiant Arms. This feels like the strongest play here, and we'll see. I think that graft does work that way. I think I am going to the left. I would like to look for equipment here. Although a trinket shop seems strong. This actually both sides seem strong. I don't need this Pyreborne banner. So I'm going to, without a need immediately for a dupe. Although I guess if I was going to do it, I would take Selfless Sacrifice. Selfless Sacrifice is a pretty good dupe. I think I want to look for some trinkets. We've got some cash, right? Yeah. The armory, I can probably find something good here. So, sure. +1 per turn, -3 deployment ember. I mean, I'm already paying 6 ember for my floor here, right? So, now, Golden Idol pays for itself. So that's an interesting thought. Oh, Split Anvil's good. Split Anvil goes down real smooth here. We have an expensive deck. I love Fira's Inferno, don't get me wrong. Dragon's applying Pyre Gel 5, which I guess is Pyre Gel 6 because of Hellfire Bellows. And I do have dragons, right? And they're all hitting a whole bunch of times. So it's strong. But I think Split Anvil helps me actually play my hand out. Because think about this, I draw like, I don't know, Benediction plus Alchemies. Like, well, that hand is so expensive. It also lets me play Pyroclasm comfortably. I think it's gotta be the Split Anvil here. That's value. Hall of Mirrors. Swift Steel Dagger. Interesting. There's a world here, right, where you put the Swift Steel Dagger on Avenger and then he attacks first and then the melee weakness comes in. He's a little bit flimsy, right? And he's like, I don't know, he could maybe, I don't know. He doesn't do a lot of damage. But this way, if I do it this way, then the Magma Mauler it's only 25 damage, right? It's only 25 damage. But still. Alternatively, I could just take Everlasting Light, and it kind of sucks, but it's fine. I don't know if it's Hall of Mirrors here. I don't think so. I'm gonna grab Everlasting Light. I'm gonna click this. I clicked Everlasting Light. Now, it draws an equipment card, which I only really have the one of, which is fine. So I'm going to take the Golden Idol and the Whetstone here, and I think I'm going to just purge a Train Steward. And this seems like a reasonable set of pickups. Now, I do like, the Golden Idol is expensive, but immediately it pays 75 on this combat, and it pays 200 on the 7th ring combat. So as long as I don't skip trials, this pays for itself and then some. And that's just great to me. I do think I want to make sure yeah, okay, so that works on the Radiant Arms. Big fan. This also immediately gets me damage shield for my lad, right? And because of dualism, he gets Valor 14. That's pretty tasty, right? We're happy about that. Go ahead and click Alchemy here. This also works with Split Anvil, so now I can just pummel this guy downstairs a little bit, which I really appreciate. Great news. Now, we didn't draw a unit here, and I don't want to... I guess I could put down Warbler. Doesn't really matter. I have the Ember for it anyway. I kind of would prefer to get the hits in first, so... Sure. We're gonna Heart of the Pact and chill, I guess. It's fine. Okay, now here, however, Pyroclasm is super online, right? You just send the middle floor to the Shadow Realm, and we can still play the Fledgling. Now, if Benediction were cheaper, this would work out even better, but we're just good. Clearing it all out. It's great. This is perfect. And then up here, we walk up and we just go ahead and make our whole deck free. I get Selfless Sacrifice. I think it is a net positive to do this. And then I'm going to hold my other cards, and this is fine. Guy lives with 1 health. That's honestly Probably okay. Here we get the Blood-Soaked Arena, which is going to be great. We get the Pyre Cask. I'll play the Snotty Whelp. Here's some Valor on mid-floor. I'll play out a Train Steward. Sure. Alright, so the dualism with the Everlasting Light is pretty tasty. Let's be clear about that. I can just send the guy downstairs to the Shadow Realm, and I think I will. Because upstairs we're getting slays, and this helps. I tell you what, I really hate this Equalizing Rings. That's a bummer, right? That one's killing me here. So, with this in mind, I kind of don't need to... I can burn some cards here. I'll get rid of this guy downstairs. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. So, obviously, guy in front is benefiting from all of this, but... I could maybe push some numbers here. Yeah, mid-floor, I mean, actually crushes. I think we win on mid-floor, actually. If I just put a little more effort, we come very close. That's funny. So this poor guy almost loses to my floor with an unupgraded Demonic Fledgling and a Snotty Whelp, so he's having a bad day. Upstairs obviously wins. Crunch. Okay, great. So, alright, what are we thinking? Ooh, double stack Demonize. Double stack Demonize. Double stack Demonize, yes, of course. Mind Cage is not it. Hey, I tell you what, Stuck Up Whelp is now looking a little better, right? He's got that dualism on him. Alright, you got my attention. And I got everything, so let's loot. Incredible news. Sizzling Firecracker is probably it. It benefits Pyroclasm at least, which I like. I don't have the Shale Shell or the Taskmaster's Leash synergy, so we'll take this. It's fine. Emotome, Winged Steel. Winged Steel. Sketches. Emotome is going to be difficult to benefit from because of the way Split Anvil works here. I think it will be Winged Steel, if I'm honest with you. Am I considering double Ember here? I sure am, actually. I'm spending a lot of Ember, and I'd like to draw more cards, though. I think it's going to be Winged Steel, actually. We'll take this. I really like drawing more cards. This helps a lot. Alright, now... Dupe? Dupe for what? Magic Shop. Magic Shop has value. I could make Pyroclasm cheaper. I think the side with removals has a lot of value just in general. Benediction getting a little cheaper would be nice. It's got that spell chain play. So we'll go... Actually, I mean, with Split Anvil, I don't mind, but it being spell chained is kind of a bummer. I don't need the Pyre Health. I don't need the Steel Shop, right? I mean, I could find upgrades for Demonic Fledgling. I just don't think I need to. Let's go left. I want to get these removals, I think. Permafrost. So, Permafrost is a cool play. -2 in Consume. I don't want to consume these cards. Random Spell Chain. I mean, random spell chain on, say, Just Cause is never bad. I have the money for it. I guess I'll do it. I can give it a -1 then, and that's cool. Right? Sure, I think. Valor is good, so we'll take this. 20 Consume. I will burn Fire Starters. I like that. -2 in Consume. I like all my expensive cards. I don't want them to go away. Permafrost. Huh. Permafrost is not terrible here, actually. You can hold on to cards until you can benefit from them with the Split Anvil. If I was going to Permafrost everything, it's probably the Pyroclasm, so I can always blast the right unit. and then we make the Benediction cheaper with a -1. That way, if I want to spell chain play it, I actually can. Yeah, okay, so we'll make the Pyroclasm cheaper. This also has the nice benefit of giving it +3 magic power, right? Huh, actually, did that work? +3 magic power per card on it, 153. What is it normally? It's just 150. Is it not actually showing the attuned? Maybe not, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe it's modifying the base damage? It might be... This, yeah, this is an interesting one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that this really works. Yeah. I don't think this works. Okay, so I think we want to, in that case, yeah, so we'll skip on then. I think I'm going to purchase the -2 and consume just to get rid of another fire starter. Card's not bad, but I don't want this. So we'll re-roll here. I'm going to go ahead and -1 intrinsic the Benediction. This is a good pickup. Great turn 1 play. This other -1, there is a lot of benefit in making the Just Cause free. We'll do that. The hold over. Interestingly, Demonize is pretty good because if I hold this over, a lot of my cards become free. That's true. That is absolutely true. Sure, we'll do a big upgrade. I like it. A +10. I don't think we need this. I'm going to purchase removals. We have too many units, and the units are all bad. So, if we cut 2 cards, we should feel a little bit better about this. The units are the biggest problem in our deck right now. Unfortunately, we get a ton of removals, so I do feel pretty cozy about that. I'm going to get rid of a Warbler because I can't throw him away very well. Okay, that was a good cleanup. I'm very pleased with this. Great. We should crush Kale. I'm going to play bottom into mid, I think. So we'll do like the Fell downstairs, and then we do Avenger, Magma Mauler, Cultist. Now this, I wonder if this is the play. Maybe Everlasting Light sucks, but it's good if you have dualism on your front unit. I like how this loser just did not start on my floor. That's very funny to me. What do I value more? I think it's gotta be the Benediction here, so we're gonna play Benediction, Benediction, and then I think we just blast the guy in back so he doesn't get to eat. I lose the... Maybe I take Double Ember here now that I have card draw from Winged Steel. Serious consideration, for the record. It's Alchemy here, play, 100%. Take some Valor on middle, 100%. This is a lot of value we're seeing here, which I really appreciate. We do a lot more damage this way. Yeah, we get to preserve some of our other stats. Cool. Alright, so Velda's doing her best, which is, let's be real, not great, but we can at least do a lot of work downstairs. Look at this, Pyroclasm's doing a lot of work here. Big fan of this. It just sends this thing to the Shadow Realm, right? And then we get rid of the Toll, and we blast the boss, and that's pretty cool. Oh, we lost the Whelp, that's okay. I can save her life? Sure, right? Why not? I think it's fine. Mid-floor looks like it's doing okay. Sure. Alright, we get the Benediction play here. I think I do want to get the Whelp in right now. Avarice 6 adds up. So let's go ahead and we'll Pyrecask the boss. I'll start the Benediction here. I'm not going to play the other one. Get some armor middle. Ping the guy in front here. I guess I could actually pull this Curse Boy forward, which I really appreciate. This works. Earning money is nice. Let's go ahead and play the Snotty Whelp. Yes. I think we could win on this turn. 579. Let's not win on this turn, maybe? Draw here first. Yeah, drawing here first is good. I'm going to put the Warbler in on bottom, just so I can earn more money. Yeah, just so I can earn more money. I like cash, it turns out. And we'll just play some damage shield middle. I don't need to win on this turn, right? I want to try to farm avarice value. Yeah, I think we could have crushed on this turn if we had tried. So, mid floor never kills. Yeah, we need to be able to get out this other alchemy. 100% this is the pickup here, right? Like, there's no world I don't want to click this and get up to 8. Now, I take some damage for it, but it's honestly super worth it. Oh, wow. We actually kill this front guy thanks to the Snotty Whelp? Crazy. I guess it kind of tracks. That's okay, I don't need Fel. The fact that she's earning cash at all is pretty legit, I think. So that's great. Bottom floor is still earning money. Great, right? Do I earn more money in Relentless if I let these guys actually just kill the boss? Maybe. I think the play is we Pyroclasm, Toll, and then we get the stats here. And we don't get the bonus on everything here, but that's okay, right? I think we're fine. Sure. All good. Cool. And then I think they actually win downstairs. They actually do win downstairs, which is pretty impressive, I think. If we do single boost, I think they win without dying, which is extremely funny. So let's actually give the boss... Yeah, there we go. I'm over here thinking to myself, let's give the boss damage shield so I can earn more avarice value off of this, right? We're earning a lot of money here, which is really good. It's not, it's not a crazy amount, but it is free cash, which I will take. Death Roar. Transfer all Pyrogel on this floor to a unit, then deal 8 damage 5 times. Alternatively, Cursed Twin Blade is really good. Cursed Twin Blade is the pickup here. Yes, 100%. Do I take Double Ember? It's a consideration. I'm going to go to this arm shop on ring 8 because I can then fuse Cursed Twin Blade with Everlasting Light and put that on my Avenger, who then doubles the multi-strike as well, which is silly. I think it's never space. I think it's actually just card draw here, right? I'm doing okay on the Ember situation. I'm not being able to play everything, but I'm getting a lot of value out of this. The only thing this really helps is the turns where I'm playing a 2-cost card, and then I also draw my Blood-Soaked Arena, which would be good. Let's actually just take Ember. I don't think I need this card draw here. We'll loot, yes. We get Whelps applying Pyrogel. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. Yeah, that's going to be good. I have Pyroclasm here. Oh, they just show me Emote Tome again. I'll click it. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, I think the Horde pool is not like refreshing, but I think that if you don't pick something from it, it stays in the pool. It's different from normal relics in that way, which is interesting to me. There's pretty much no event in the demo, right, that I care about here. You have Jack in the Box, which I wouldn't take right now. I mean, I guess it'd be fine, but I don't want to flood my deck. And then, I guess it could be removals, but sure. Alright, fine. What else? There's Historian, which would be terrible here. There's... what else? Dante? Can he show up at this point? I don't know. Bone Dog? I don't know. I think this is just Magic Shop, though, right? Well, I like the money. I don't need this Steel Shop. I think we just go left. It's fine. I'll look at stuff. What do we get? Another Blood-Soaked Arena? Not bad. Everlasting Light 2.0? I don't think so. Stoic Plate Mail? This messes with my Attuned Whetstone draw. Second Blood-Soaked Arena. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting it on the bottom, I guess. Putting it with Fel. But I think we skip this here. We're just going to have to come to terms that that floor is going to die, and that's okay, right? It's just fine. It's just fine. Our main floor will hold it together. Permafrost, rando permafrost. -2 and consume again. I guess I could burn something. Spell chain. You want to spell chain another just cause? Actually, yes. Actually, yes. The -2 and consume, I will get rid of a fire starter with this. Sure. Fire starter I do not mind burning. Intrinsic. Remove consume? No. I'm going to go ahead and intrinsic on this just cause. That seems pretty okay to me. The -1 here should honestly go wherever. It's nice because I have the emote tome, so making a card free that doesn't interfere with split anvil out of the gate is value. So we'll make a just cause free. I will 20 consume the last fire starter, and I think we're chilling. Cool. And now we get the final payout from the golden idol. 200 gold. Mark of invasion, sure, no big deal. Now, of course, the main concern here being that playing top floor lets these guys ping me. These guys being the amalgams. We're going to the arm shop. It does have Pyre health, which is 29. So I can give up 29 health here and have essentially no loss. Alternatively, I think I could just fell bottom and then play into mid-floor here in the major way, right? I can actually play out the fledgling now because I took double ember. I'm going to go ahead and cursed twin blade on my magma mauler. I think it's better to have the extra everything here. Also, doubling up on the conduit from Pyreborne's insignia thanks to dualism. So this is my thought process. Let 32 damage walk on me. Although I might actually be able to push through it anyway, right? Fascinating. So what we can do is I can play... Okay, we're going to pop a guy upstairs with my emote tome. First order of business. Alright, second order of business. I think we play Alchemy 1. I then get Pyroclasm for free. Free, quote unquote. We're going to play it like this. I'm going to blast downstairs. This lets me... 24 damage, no fear, right? We restore 29, so fine. We now can comfortably play out a whole bunch of stuff here, including getting the other alchemy in. Now, we don't get the spell chain copy of Benediction or Everlasting Light, but that is okay, I believe. Take a bunch of damage, it's fine. How much health are we dealing with here? Okay, this is fine. You know, interestingly, he's removing his own attack. This might not be good. So I might need to Valor him forward. Whoops, right? It's kind of funny. I think I do need to Valor him a little bit. Let's see. I want to play this alchemy. It's just a necessary play, I think. We can stop the guy downstairs from killing us. I appreciate this. Get him. I'm going to go ahead and pull my tank forward again. And then I'm going to put a guy upstairs. I want to save the bottom floor for my Avarice buddy. Okay, we get a sleigh somewhere here, so let's play this mid-floor. Bottom floor is looking okay. Let's go ahead and spell chain the Just Cause here. Our goal here is essentially to boost him enough that he still has attack, right? That's the trick. Alright, we're gonna, I guess, play some stuff upstairs, right? Get these guys out of here. save the bottom floor. I'm a little worried about my mid-floor clearing this wave here. I don't feel, yeah, I was going to say, I don't feel this durable here. I think we can improve this a lot, though, right? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that Pyre cask here. Although, I do really appreciate... I'm going to go ahead and... The emote tome is going to be on the spell chain copy, friend, right? Push some damage numbers here. This also is pushing Pyre gel, which I think is super important. Then I want to finish by getting him in front again. I do want to play the stuck up whelp here. And I will Pyre cask middle. We do actually clear it. I'm going to go ahead and benediction middle, or bottom rather, and try. We're trying very hard to keep our lad alive. How are you getting hit? Oh, it's only 1 damage shield. Bummer. That's okay, right? He's taking... He has 12 here, so... I think I do want to swing one of these guys forward. Take some damage shield. Doesn't really matter. I don't think it does anything. I guess I could have put that on Fell, but it didn't matter for her either. Sure. Sure. Alright, so this is going to be nice, right? We go ahead and we emote tome the heck out of the spell chain copy. Great. We just keep loading up this floor. Now I'm going to give him the Everlasting Light. I'm going to go ahead and we Pyroclasm downstairs because this keeps my floor among the living. I'm going to pull him forward now. We then get to demonize and just murder here. So I actually think we are going to cruise, right? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I'm enjoying this spell chain emotome nonsense. This is pretty good gameplay, huh? It's pretty good gameplay. I'm just going to leave him in front, actually, so he gets his 93 armor. Then we just permafrost the Pyroclasm here, right? It's fine. Cool. This permafrost is going to do a lot of work for us. First order of business is I think we are going to Pyre cask twice on the boss here. I will then draw a card. Okay, great. We're then going to go ahead and Pyroclasm here. This swings this in a very large way. If I can preserve this floor... Yes. I think every little bit of damage adds up. Note that we're at 213 gold right now. 213. Let's see what we end at. 213. So we earned 70-something? 72. It's pretty good, actually, right? And we easy win this. I just go ahead and press the emote tome and then send her to the absolute shadow realm. Bonk. Decent. Decent. Cool. We take the 24, we get everything. Shield of Wing is definitely a pickup that I'm going to take here. It's just really good. It's just really good, turns out. And then we're skipping the rest of this. I don't need any of these things. And we loot the Dragon's Hoard. We're 8 of 8, looking good. Finally get that Medallion of Superiority back. I will be taking that. Big fan. Fantastic. Now, I think I'm not actually benefiting from Volas very much, right? It's just 2 cards. 2 cards. 2 just causes I haven't upgraded yet. Everything else has been upgraded somehow. I could alternatively Manifold Mirror though, and that makes the Blood-Soaked Arena very attractive. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. Feeling good about this. We go left, as was foretold. Money, Pyre remains, we're maxed out. See what we roll into. When an angel moves, it gains Valor 2. This is probably not happening that much, but I do appear to be pulling forward my Magma Mauler a little bit, just to make sure he does something. Now, interestingly, you could Equalizing Rings on the what's it called? The Cursed Blade. And then his attack never goes down, amusingly. So, not terrible, I suppose. I don't think that's as valuable as the alternative. The way I'm really seeing this as being good is Shield of Wing on Everlasting Light here. Valor 14 is a reasonable help, I think. Sure, I'm going in on this spear and you can't stop me. Deployable. Now, 8 Ember. I think I have 1 Ember, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could play an 8th Ember. So I think the play is for sure to get that Blood-Soaked Arena out right away. That's a huge benefit. Because he's hard to play on other turns when I'm trying to split anvil stuff. So, great. I will buy things, so I think we'll just take the Ancient Pinion. It's fine. I don't think Martyr Signet matters here. I mean, it doesn't, quite literally. Pyrestone Housing. It's too late, unfortunately. Lightstone Casing. It's too late, unfortunately. Video game, no. I'll take the Cleansing Water, I guess. This might... Is there anything with status effects on Seraph? It's gotta be, right? It just sounds like something that's gonna exist. I honestly don't remember. I don't think so, right? What, you got amalgams? No, they don't. Gladiators? No, they don't. The Rage Wing guys, whatever they're called. I think they're Rage Wings. Assassins, maybe? They don't have anything. And it's only enemy units, so this doesn't help my melee weakness. So this actually doesn't help me. So I think the answer is probably just a bunch of removals. Though I do want to look at this a little more. This steel shop situation. Not steel shop, arm shop. The real question I have to ask myself is, do I want to guarantee the whetstone hit on the merged equipment? And if so, then I should remove the twin blade. It's an interesting question. I am leaning towards that, I think. We just leave him with the equalizing rings and give up the ghost on it, I think. Him hitting more times is really good, though, and I have plenty of just causes to pull him around. I think we gamble on this, right? If I 50-50 it, it's fine. I don't need to worry about the alchemies on this combat, right? This is the important takeaway. These cards I've been using a lot in order... They've been wasting full turns, essentially. My goal being I'm trying to get the 8 dragons for it. I don't care at this point, right? It doesn't matter. So I think we can just leave them. Let's cut the last Warbler. I guess I can re-roll and see if there's something cool here. There's not. No, I don't need these. Alright, we cut more cards. I guess I could remove the alchemies if I don't want to draw them. They play out for free though, so I kind of don't care that much. And I think practically let's cut a whelp. I want to reduce the draws on these cards that are not helpful or that get in the way. And I don't really care that much about the Avarice situation right now, so I think we just drop this other whelp now. Yeah, get rid of him. It's fine. Sure. We get another removal, which, what cuts now? It could just be the other whelp. Again, I don't need... This whelp earned some money. He did a good job. But I do think we can cut him. Goodbye, champ. Okay. Let's move on. Move on, I think. Yeah, alright, let's go fight the final boss and get this over with. I think we're gold. Alright, we've cut a lot of cards here, so I feel pretty good about it. We should absolutely sandblast this man. I think we're playing middle top. Yeah, okay, we high rolled here, so I feel that's good. High roll, it's a 50-50, right? It's not that big of a high roll, but it adds up. Okay, this is good. So let's get our guys in. Playing all the friends, the Blood-Soaked Arena, Manifold Mirrored, and then our top floor is now fully protected, right? Fully protected from a bad play. We can actually save our floor, I think. I'll go ahead and do this spell chain business now, and then pull him forward. I'm doing this so I can Twin Blade. Although Benediction here might be the pick, and then we don't Twin Blade yet. Yeah, let's actually Benediction first. Cool, blast the boss. Let's hit these guys downstairs to the best of our ability. Good, they're gone. And then we get to work on Seraph a bit. We have enough damage shield, we should be golden. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and double up on the Selfless Sacrifice here, I think. You play one, and then we get the Pyroclasm, which I can play downstairs. Value. I then can do some polar rounds, it's fine. Let's prioritize... So, if Fel gets hit for 5 from the Amalgam, that's actually perfect. So, great. So the damage shield can chill upstairs. Now, like, I could play out this Alchemy, but, you know, I'm going to dunk on Seraph. I want to try to get my 8 Dragon's Horde for the road. Mid-floor should look good, right? Mid-floor, we lose the melee weakness on an Amalgam while having armor. This feels great. Fantastic. Let's pull this guy forward a bit. We're going to keep generating the... Yeah, this is your alchemy turn. We're going to go ahead and play it out because I want to dunk on the man. Amazing. Our whole goal here is to generate this Valor so that when we are done with it, when we finally give him the, what's it called, the cursed Twin Blade, we're good. This floor coming up is looking spicy. I'll challenge middle. I think that's reasonable. Okay, I don't really care about these tankers. So, sure, alright. Scary floor. Now we can avoid a lot of scary elements here. Oh, right. Emote Home creates permanent copies. I don't hate that. Right? No, I don't hate that. Take this, then we get the Pyroclasm middle, which stops a truckload of this damage. And now, I mean, we can just play out, like, nonsense damage shield, and we're pretty good, I think. Mid-floor's actually holding it together, which is impressive, right? That's actually very strong that they're holding it together. Make copies of the cards. Yes, this guy will die here if I choose to leave him in front like this. That's okay. We're not doing it, right? I'm just scaling him a whole bunch here. And this will eventually matter. Yeah, eventually it'll matter. Getting some slays. I think the Twin Blade is coming up, which will be the play. When we draw it, there it is. Incredible. He does truckloads of damage now. Now I will just keep the Just Cause thing going. It's fine. He has too much damage shield. It doesn't matter. I can use the Selfless Sacrifice to pull him forward. Do that. Damage shield on middle here. It's fine. I'm holding the Pyroclasm. I guess I didn't have to, but here we did it. It's okay. It's good I did. I'm happy about this. Make more copies of the spell chain thing is pretty reasonable, I think. Okay. Keep playing. We will pull him back again. It's all good. We get the Pyroclasm play action here. Blow up this top floor entirely. Let this bottom floor here, scary. Let's challenge the enemy forward here and then demonize him. This mid floor is, I think, the scariest thing. Or not the mid floor, but the bottom floor. This triple heavy wave is one of the big frights of this combat. We take some Pyre hits, it doesn't matter. We're not going to lose here, it's fine. Okay. I need to do 1 billion D damage to the boss. How do we achieve that? This floor I think we actually clear if we're smart about this. Right? And I think we can be smart about this. You play Demonize to kill the front friend. We can just go ahead and create some more damage here. Pull forward. Here is some selfless sacrifice business. Sure. Top floor clears out. Mid floor kills a man, which is really good. Take some hits. It's okay. Do we win on this floor? No. We could maybe win on this floor. Interesting thought. It's possible, I believe, for us to win on this floor. I think we will try to win on this floor if we can. This is actually very good to get rid of the amalgams, if nothing else. So we will do that. Pull him forward. Here's some damage shield. We actually do win on this floor. Incredible. Clear the whole train. Great work. So Fel does fantastic. This is exactly what Vanguardian is built for, right? Just a few rounds and then suddenly the random unupgraded demonic fledgling kills the boss. We take 35 damage, so the score is going to look bad because we played mid-top, but I think it was correct to do it. So, and I'm okay with it, right? A win is a win. I don't care if I'm 35 health lower or not, so whatever, right? But yeah, pretty solid. I'm pretty pleased with that run, so excellent work. Yeah, that's a pretty low score. Spells played, nice. Most Avarice I've applied. How have I not had a better Avarice run yet? That just feels illegal. Does it maybe not count it when you have a Miser? Maybe it doesn't count it because I haven't applied it. It's just already on him. This is only applied because of the enchant effect. That's probably it, right? Because I've won runs with Miser, so obviously he's Avarice. Some good incant triggers here. 308. Really, this is just Magma Cultist plus the incant armor too, but let's go to the run summary. A lot of good stuff here, right? A lot of good stuff. Radiant Arms is huge. This artifact does so much work into Savagery. Huge value. I think the double Ember pickup is cool. I like it. It doesn't show up very often. Split Anvil doing tremendous work. I'm glad this artifact carried over from Monster Train 1. Big fan of it. So that's great. A lot of spell chain just causes that I was creating copies of. I sometimes forget that Emote Tome makes permanent copies for the combat of cards that you play with it. So it's good to make them cards you want to always have. So Just Cause is good, but you could get into some situations here where this is like creating copies of things you can't really play. This Magma Mauler just went ballistic, right? And I didn't even take the artifact that makes them do 5 more Pyre Gel. Absolutely crazy. So really strong here. What else? Magma Cultist. The extra hits here actually do matter because if he applies enough Pyre Gel, he's just hitting for what, 60 plus easily. And on Seraph, it would have been even higher, but he died on mid-floor because we were too strong, so pretty reasonable. And what else? The random fledgling was fine. I think the Blood-Soaked Arena hitting with that with the Manifold Mirror on turn 1 was exceptional. And Vanguardian does great work. I actually really like this ability. I think it's good. It's kind of like Super Firebrand, except you can't dualism it. So maybe like equal Firebrand. I mean, the fact that it's AoE is a really big deal. Don't get me wrong. You put this in front and it's scaling your floor. She also has higher base health. It matters. I mean, obviously, Pyreborne gets Titanite. Sure, okay. She's free. Sure. I mean, I think they're pretty... Honestly, if I'm being real, I think they're pretty comparable, right? So, you could give like a dual... You can do like dualism plus the Titanite on Firebrand and then give it a Cursed Twin Blade, and that gives it 2 multi-strike. And then you've basically built better Fel at that point. So, you know, it's doable. But I think Vanguardian is good. And I mean, we do know, actually, that the dualism effect has been nerfed in the release build. We haven't seen this yet in the demo, but we've been told on the streams that it's been nerfed. So dualism doesn't work on multi-strike anymore. That changes a lot of the calculus here, right? Things like dualism on this Magma Mauler is not giving multi-strike 2 anymore. It's giving multi-strike 1. And then it also doesn't affect the Cursed Twin Blade. So we're getting a lot fewer hits. That's a big change, right? I think that's going to swing the difficulty of the game a lot, right? There's a huge distinction here between current damage output and the damage output we would be getting. So we'll have to see what that looks like. The game might end up being significantly harder, actually. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I do think it's probably a good change, so it's fine. I'm interested in trying it. I imagine we'll see maybe some losses here. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have much else to add. It's a good run. Happy to have played it, and I will let you go there. Feels good to record. Thanks for all for being here. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for watching this. Really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks. Hiya.